Danny? What the hell is going on? What have you done to our mother? I found her near my house in a terrible state, exhausted and broken. She told me you kicked her out of the house and wouldn't even let her in to gather her belongings. What's the truth, Danny?
Hey, Alyssa. Is this really how you choose to greet your own brother? After all this time, your first reaction is to complain about me? Are you serious? And the truth is exactly what you heard from that old woman. Is it really that difficult to comprehend?
What were you thinking? Subjecting our mother to the freezing snow, denying her coat, money, and even a phone. Do you realize she had to walk 6 miles all the way here because she couldn't reach me? No one offered help because they thought she was a scammer. She had to face it all alone, all because of you.
So what? I don't care about her that much. This house is mine, and I have the authority to decide who stays and who leaves. Don't blame me when she fails to fulfill her duties. She's nothing but a useless old lady.
Whose house do you think it is? It is really your mother's property. And what in the world do you mean by her duties? Our mother has reached retirement age and she deserves to spend her golden years in happiness, surrounded by her loved ones, not to be treated with such ingratitude and cruelty.
Have you forgotten that our father, upon his death, left a will specifically stating that I would inherit the house? So it's evident that I hold the reins here. In my house, I won't tolerate a worthless individual who only knows how to leech off others without giving anything in return. I provided her with food and shelter, and all she had to do was keep the house clean and take care of my wife. But you know what? She was repulsive and clumsy. Yesterday, while sewing a dress for my wife, she managed to burn it, driving your sister-in-law insane.
What? Are you kidding me right now? You have our mother doing all the household chores and catering to your wife's needs? And now you're evicting her from her own home just because she ruined one dress? Well, you better tell me you're joking or I won't let this go.
And what exactly do you think you can do about it? This house is mine. It belongs to me. No one can dictate me about what happens within my own territory.
Let me jog your memory, Danny. This house is jointly owned by both of our parents. On paper, they each hold an equal share. While the will did mention Dad giving you his share, it doesn't entitle you to the entirety of this property. Your actions can be easily construed as the crime of unlawfully seizing that which isn't rightfully yours.
But aren't you under the illusion that our mother will ultimately give me her half anyway? If that's what you believe, then it's just a matter of time before this entire house becomes mine. Or perhaps you're dreaming that one day she'll bestow her share upon you? Wake up, Elizabeth. You're a married woman now, practically a stranger in her eyes. She'll never grant you the right to inherit anything.
You're shameless, Danny. I never fathomed that I would have to confront my own brother like this. All I wanted was to seek justice for our mother. When did you become so heartless, treating her with such disdain just to please your wife? Remember, before being a husband, you must fulfill your duties as a son.
Spare me your dramatics. What is it that you want? Let me make one thing clear. I will never allow her back into this house. This is my house. Today, I'll hire someone to clean up and toss all her belongings into the landfill. Her room will be transformed into my playroom. I'll install a pool table, a gaming console, and countless other things. I should have kicked her out ages ago.
How dare you! I will report you to the police for trespassing and stealing my mother's possessions. And don't for a second think that I can stand idly by while I bring my mother back to that terrifying house. I will take her to my home, where she'll be safe and cherished. I'll swing by to retrieve her belongings and lock up half of the rooms in that house, as they rightfully belong to her. You have no right to use them.
Are you really insane enough to do that? How dare you call the police on your own brother and sister-in-law over an elderly woman? Alyssa, you can't act on your own accord. I've already made plans for those spare rooms. I've even placed orders for equipment. If you lock them up now, where am I supposed to put everything? Here's a proposition. I'll offer her $100 a month. No, maybe $50 a month to rent the back half of the house.
$50? Is that how little you value your own mother? But it's not about the money. It's about how you treated her. Start showing her some respect and stop referring to her as a useless old lady. She's nearly 70 years old. We should be the ones taking care of her, not the other way around. Taking care of your wife and being treated like a servant. If you don't want to be around her, then talk to me. And I'll find a way to take her in or explore nursing home options. There are better alternatives than resorting to such extreme measures.
You suggest putting her in a nursing home? I don't have the funds for that. Do you even comprehend the exorbitant cost of accommodation and other expenses? With that money, I can take my wife shopping. Besides, you're already married, and your husband wouldn't want the added burden of having your mother in your lives. I'm merely looking out for your well-being, which is why I refrain from bringing it up. Come on, kicking her out of the house is for the greater good of everyone involved.
Don't assume that everyone is as selfish as you are. My husband is here, seething with anger at the way you've treated our mother. He respects her deeply and is elated that she'll be living with us. So remember, it wasn't you who expelled my mother from the house. It was I who took her out of that hellish place. Consider yourself fortunate that she still cares enough about you to prevent me from involving the police. But if you were my son, I would have put you behind bars without hesitation.
All right, have it your way. But don't you dare text me later, regretting the decision you're making today. I tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. It's better to have a fool like you carry the burden away from my family.
Burden? You have the audacity to refer to the person who gave you life, took care of you from the time you were a helpless little baby until you had your own family, as a burden? I just can't comprehend, Danny. When did you become such a heartless demon?
Oh, come on. We all know it's her responsibility, something she has to do, or else she'll be breaking the law and end up in jail. She probably saw that my company was growing and that I had money, so she thought that she could get some from me. I see right through her.
You're such a despicable jerk. If you have so much money, why don't you buy yourself a house and take over your mother's house like that? I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'll be stopping by tonight to collect my mother's belongings and lock the door.
Why do I have to spend money to buy it when I can get it for free? Oh, that's too bad. My wife and I are going out tonight to celebrate because we finally got rid of that nuisance from our lives. You have only 1 hour to pick up her things, or else I'll throw everything in the trash.
But I have to cook dinner for the kids and take care of Mom. Today, my husband has to work overtime, so he won't be able to come home early. Can't you just give me an extra hour?
Absolutely not. It's either you come and take her things, or they meet their demise in the garbage. The choice is yours, Elizabeth.
I will be there, and I will take what belongs to my mother. But know this, Danny. Your actions today have severed any remaining bond between us. You are no longer my brother.
Hey, Alyssa. Ever regret spending so much money on that old lady?
Who is this?
What? Is this Elizabeth's number?
Yes, this is Elizabeth speaking. Who is texting me?
Elizabeth, come on. This is just a joke, right? It's your brother, Danny.
I'm sorry, but you seem to have the wrong number. I don't have any siblings. It's just me, my mother's only child.
Cut it out now. This isn't funny. I just wanted to check on how Mom is doing.
Mom? Why are you suddenly concerned about her? You made it clear that you want nothing to do with her, didn't you? Don't tell me you're having second thoughts about how you treated her. It's too late for that, you know. Actions have consequences.
Actually, you're right. I regret kicking her out of the house. You have no idea how much of a mess my house has become since she left. I've tried to handle everything on my own, but it's just a disaster.
What does your messy house have to do with our mother?
It's completely related. Ever since she left, there's been no one to clean the house, cook meals, or take care of the children. The house is constantly filled with toys and dirt, and no one wakes up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed my 1-year-old baby. And being a man, I struggle with those tasks, and my wife refuses to do them. For the past month, we've had to order food every day, and the house is constantly chaotic with a crying baby.
I still don't understand what that has to do with Mom. If that's the case, why don't you hire a nanny or a maid? Aren't you wealthy enough for that?
Don't you think that's a waste of money? Weren't those things done for me in the past without charge?
What do you mean, Danny?
Well, it's my fault for not considering these issues before kicking her out. But I need you to bring her back to my house every day to clean for us every day. Then, before my wife and I come home from work, you can take her back to your house. That way, everyone is happy. I have someone to clean the house for free, and you can still take care of her as you wish.
Danny, are you serious right now? Are you incapable or unwell? Or is there a reason that you and your wife can't handle such basic responsibilities? Besides, you're extremely stingy. Instead of spending a little money to hire someone, you want everything for free? Danny, don't ever contact me again if you're going to bring up these issues.
Relax, I'm just kidding around. You know I didn't mean it that way.
No, I'm not gonna let you brush this off. You've been treating Mom like some servant, expecting her to clean up after you, cook for you, and take care of your children. She's not your maid, Danny. She's our mother, the woman who sacrificed everything for us.
Look, I know I made a mistake kicking her out, but I need someone to take care of the house and help with the kids.
So you think it's acceptable to exploit our mother for your convenience? Have you no shame? Instead of hiring help or taking responsibility as a husband and father, you want to burden our mother with these tasks? She deserves to enjoy her life, not be your personal servant. Don't contact me again, unless it's to apologize and make a genuine change.
Elizabeth, I need to talk to you. I've been doing some soul searching and I want to apologize for the way I've been treating Mom. I can't believe I let my selfishness and anger cloud my judgment. She doesn't deserve to be treated that way, and I regret it deeply.
What brought about this sudden change of heart, Danny? I hope this isn't just another empty promise or a ploy to manipulate the situation.
I understand why you might be skeptical, but I assure you, this is a genuine realization. It hit me when I saw the chaos in my house. The absence of Mom's love and care. I realized how much she meant to all of us and how wrong I was to take her for granted.
No, I can't trust you anymore after all the horrible things you did to my mom.
Elizabeth, I understand that you have no trust in me, and I can't blame you after everything I've done. But I truly believe that I can change and make things right. I want to bring Mom back to my house, not as a maid or a burden, but as a beloved mother who deserves care and respect.
How can I trust that you won't revert to your old ways? That you won't treat her like a servant again? Your words alone are not enough, Danny. I need to see real change. Consistent actions that prove you truly transformed.
I know it won't be easy to regain your trust, and I don't expect it to happen overnight. But I'm willing to do whatever it takes to prove myself. I'll do anything that will help me address my past behavior and ensure it never happens again. I want to become the son our mother deserves.
Come on, Danny. I don't think you're ever going to overthink things. Especially with a difficult, arrogant, and unwilling sister-in-law like that. She's the reason why I don't talk to you much anymore, when she always looks down on me when she meets my family.
Elizabeth, I understand that you have issues with my wife, but let's not let that affect our relationship as siblings. I can't control how she behaves, but I can assure you that I won't let her come between us.
It's not just about your wife, Danny. It's about how you've changed since you got married. You used to be caring, considerate, and always there for our family. But now, it feels like you're a completely different person. And it's not just because of her influence.
I admit that things have changed since I got married, but that doesn't mean I love our family any less. I have responsibilities as a husband and father now, and I'm trying to balance everything as best as I can. I may have made mistakes, but that doesn't mean I've forgotten about you or Mom.
What's your real goal, Danny? I've had enough of your ridiculous lies. I don't have all day to waste on this. I know exactly what you're up to. Is it because your company is facing financial problems and is on the verge of bankruptcy? Are you trying to manipulate Mom into giving you money to revive your failing business?
What are you talking about? I don't understand. My company is still growing. In fact, I'm preparing to open a branch abroad and turn it into a multinational company. I want to bring Mom back because I genuinely want to apologize to her.
Oh, spare me the theatrics and the self-deception. Did you conveniently forget that my husband works at a bank? Coincidentally, it's the same bank where you applied for a home mortgage to borrow money. He informed me that your application hasn't been approved because you only own half of the house. If you want to secure the loan, you need Mom's consent. That's why you're suddenly so eager to approach her, to manipulate her into giving you the right to inherit the house. Am I right?
No, it can't be. How would your husband, just an ordinary teller, have access to that kind of information?
Oh, you clearly haven't been paying attention to my life, have you? My husband has been promoted and is now the one who directly approves loan applications. He told me about your scheme last night. I knew you'd find a way to take that house, but I didn't expect you to act so soon.
If so, so what? That house will belong to me sooner or later. I just need it a little sooner. So tell that old lady to transfer that house to me before I have to resort to drastic measures.
Who said the house would belong to you? Actually, Mom told me that she wrote a will specifically excluding you from inheriting anything. She wants to ensure that you never benefit from her hard work and sacrifices. So don't you dare think you can manipulate her or lay a hand on our parents' house.
That's a lie. You're just trying to sabotage me, aren't you? Mom would never cut me out of her will. I'm her son, her blood.
Oh, you think being her son gives you the right to mistreat her and then expect to inherit everything? You've shown no respect or gratitude towards her, and now you're desperate to secure your own future by exploiting her. Well, let me tell you something, Danny. Mom sees right through your lies and manipulation. She sees the true colors of the son she raised, and she wants nothing to do with you.
You're just jealous, Elizabeth. Jealous that I've been successful while you've struggled. You can't stand to see me thrive, so you make up stories and try to ruin everything for me.
Jealous? I couldn't care less about your success or wealth. What matters to me is how you treat our mother, the woman who sacrificed so much for us. You've become a heartless, selfish person who only cares about his own gain. Well, guess what? Mom sees through your facade, and she's made her decision.
This can't be happening. I need that house. I need the money. My company is on the verge of collapse, and if I don't find a solution, I'll lose everything.
Your desperation is not my problem, Danny. You should have thought about the consequences of your actions before mistreating our mother. Now you're facing the consequences, and you'll have to deal with them on your own. Don't you dare come near our mother or her property ever again.
No, you don't understand. This is my last chance to save everything. I can't let my company go bankrupt, and I can't lose everything I've worked so hard for. Please, Elizabeth, you have to help me convince Mom to change her mind. I'll do anything. I'll make it up to her. I promise.
Danny's desperation grew as he realized that his pleas fell on deaf ears. With the company on the verge of bankruptcy and the debt collectors closing in, he was left with no choice but to face the harsh reality of his actions. Unable to repay his debts, the loan sharks unleashed their wrath upon Danny and his family. Their peaceful home turned into a nightmare as they were tormented by constant threats and violence. The once prosperous life they had built crumbled before their eyes. Despite my initial reluctance, I couldn't ignore the plight of my brother and the desperate situation he found himself in. After careful consideration, I made a bold decision. I approached Danny with an offer that could potentially change the course of their lives. I offered to buy his half of the house, providing him with the much-needed financial relief to pay the shark loan while also ensuring my mother's security. The transaction took place, and the house was now solely under my ownership. And Danny and his wife had to move into a small, crappy apartment. After I purchased Danny's half of the house, a new chapter began for me and my family. With the house now solely in my name, I decided to move my family back into my childhood home. It was a symbolic step, reclaiming the place that held cherished memories and offering a fresh start for my mother, myself, and my own family. My mother, having made the decision to leave the past behind, focused on rebuilding her life with the love and care she deserved. She found comfort in my embrace and lived a peaceful and fulfilling life, surrounded by loved ones.
Catherine, I'm taking Ashley to my parents' house. It looks like Ashley wants to spend the night there with her grandparents, so we'll be staying there tonight.
Did you bring Ashley there without even bothering to call me? You know how much I despise it when you take Ashley to your parents' place and they start bombarding me with uncomfortable questions.
Why are you always on about my parents? They still treat you well, and they adore Ashley. They're just a little puzzled because Ashley doesn't resemble any of the family members. They were curious if she got her blue eyes and blonde hair from your mom or dad, since everyone in my family all has brown hair and dark eyes.
I've already told you countless times that she inherited those traits from my side of the family, Marcus.
Yes, you wouldn't shut up about it. But today, when I was looking through the pictures, I saw your cousins, uncles, and aunts, and I couldn't find a single person with light hair or blue eyes. Ashley's features don't seem to come from your side of the family at all. On top of that, you mentioned that your father passed away long ago, and you've never allowed me to meet your mother. So I felt compelled to ask, just to be certain.
Oh, for heaven's sake! My mother and I have an awful relationship, as you well know. She completely destroyed my childhood. That's precisely why I never want you to meet her.
But don't you find it strange? Ashley doesn't look like you or me. It's odd. As if she's not our daughter.
So what are you trying to say, Marcus? Ashley is your daughter. There is absolutely no doubt about that. You were the one cradling her in your arms the moment she was born. How could you entertain any doubts now?
Look, I know she's our daughter, but I can't shake off this overwhelming curiosity and insecurity. I thought maybe we should go and get a DNA test just to eliminate the slight chance that the hospital made a mistake and swapped the babies. Even though the chances are low, these things do happen.
This is beyond ridiculous, Marcus. You are her father, and it tears me apart that you don't trust me.
I do trust you, but none of this adds up. It doesn't make any sense.
What? What doesn't make sense? She's our child. She always has been. I can't believe how you could entertain any other possibility and bring up the idea of a paternity test. Thanks a lot for ruining my day.
I never said Ashley wasn't our daughter. But if you truly have nothing to hide, why are you so resistant to doing a test to finally put an end to everyone's doubts and questions? Your reactions every time this topic comes up are excessive. What's really going on, Catherine?
How can a wife remain calm when her husband suspects her of cheating? And to add to that, you know very well that going to a hospital is a painful and distressing experience for me. It was where I experienced pain and sorrow when they carelessly examined the baby and mentioned that Ashley might have been going blind due to her pupils not reacting well to light, when she just came to me for 15 minutes. I don't want to go through that horrible feeling one more time. Never.
Catherine, after we went through with this test, the doctors confirmed that Ashley's vision was completely fine. They even called it a miraculous recovery. You don't need to worry so much.
That's precisely why every time Ashley falls ill, I hire a private doctor instead of setting foot in the hospital, even if it costs a fortune. I'm simply terrified that if we step foot in that place, the miracle will vanish.
Fine, let's drop the subject. But I have to mention that Ashley was asking if you fixed her necklace with a heart pendant. You can't stand being without her for too long. It's strange, but there seems to be an undeniable connection between Ashley and that necklace.
Yes, I actually wanted to throw it away. But whenever the necklace goes missing, Ashley cries incessantly. It's beyond frustrating.
What do you mean? Wasn't it you who bought the necklace for Ashley? Remember on that day the nurse gave me that bracelet? When I asked about it, you said you secretly ordered it and had the name Ashley engraved on it. I found it odd because you always insisted on naming our daughter Clara. But then, you suddenly claimed Ashley was the perfect name? I let it go without further questioning.
Oh, of course I remember it. How can I forget that day? But it seems like the bracelet is showing signs of age. So I wanted to exchange it for a newer, more expensive one for Ashley.
I don't think Ashley needs a new necklace. But when do you plan on ordering the other bracelet? They were supposed to be a matching set, since Ashley's necklace only has half a heart.
About that, I tried searching for it, but it seems they've stopped manufacturing it.
I see. Anyway, I'm heading to the supermarket with Ashley now because she wants to go shopping for her birthday party. We'll talk later. Goodbye, honey. Hi, is this Amelia Anderson's number?
Yes, this is Amelia. Who's that?
Hello, Amelia. I'm Marcus. My daughter and yours are in the same class. The teacher informed me about the upcoming welcoming party for the new first grade students. She mentioned that you're organizing it and need help with the food preparation. It just so happens that I'm a chef, so I thought I could lend a hand.
Oh, that's great. It's a relief to have some help. Can we meet the day after tomorrow to discuss the menu? Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, and I'm swamped with preparations for her party. I can't believe how quickly time has flown by.
I know what you mean. Actually, it's quite strange because tomorrow is also my daughter's birthday.
No way! What a coincidence. What's your daughter's name? Perhaps our daughters will become the best of friends.
My daughter's name is Ashley.
What? You're kidding. My daughter's name is Ashley too.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Same name, same birthday. Are we in some kind of parallel universe? As if you were to tell me that she was also born at Global Hospital, right?
Oh my god. Hold on. This is getting too weird.
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel incredibly fortunate because I believe my Ashley has found her first friend. Here's an idea. On the day we meet to discuss the party, why don't we bring our girls along so they can get to know each other? I have a strong feeling they'll become inseparable best friends.
That sounds amazing. I'll look forward to it. Please send me the address where we'll meet. I'll bring a birthday present for Ashley. Well, your Ashley.
Oh, that's fantastic. I can't wait to meet you and our two Ashleys.
Hey, Amelia. Did you and Ashley make it home safely?
Yes, we're back home. Thank you for the lovely gift for Ashley. She absolutely adores it and keeps talking about it and about you. It was a really happy day, and I don't know why my Ashley seems to be very familiar to you. We've just met you two and we're already close friends. But it's interesting that I feel the same way about your Ashley.
I'm glad she liked the gift. But I have a few questions about Ashley I couldn't ask earlier because the other two girls were there.
Of course, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Well, this might sound a bit strange, but I was wondering, does your husband have dark hair and brown eyes?
Actually, ex-husband. And he does not. He has lighter features like mine. I assume you're curious about Ashley's appearance? To be honest, I don't know where she gets it from.
My apologies for bombarding you with questions, but has she always been... it's difficult to say this out loud.
Blind? Don't worry, it's not a sensitive topic for us. It's not something embarrassing or difficult to discuss. And to answer your question, it wasn't apparent right at birth, but her condition is degenerative. The strange thing is, when she was born, the nurses said she was perfectly healthy in every way. But once we took her home, everything changed.
Oh my gosh. And there's one more thing. Your necklace.
Ah! This is a matching pair of necklaces between me and my daughter. I had them custom made and engraved Ashley's name on one half of the heart pendant and my name on the other. It's a unique piece because I designed it myself and had my name engraved on it. I placed the other half on my daughter before the nurse took her for a bath. However, when I received her back, the necklace was missing, and I couldn't find it anywhere.
Amelia, we need to talk. It's urgent. Can we meet again? Just the two of us. I have a disturbing thought in my mind, and I need to investigate to be sure.
What's the matter, Marcus? You sound really serious.
I'm afraid it might be something very serious. Can we meet tomorrow?
Yes, of course. Shall we meet at the same place as today? Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll be there.
Marcus, where are you and Ashley? Why are you taking so long to come back? Ashley has school tomorrow. Is everything okay?
Catherine, something incredibly strange has happened. I'm trying to sort it out right now. I'm taking Ashley to her biological mother's house.
What are you talking about? I am Ashley's mother.
Well, that might not be the case for much longer. Did you know that there's a mother in Ashley's class who looks exactly like our daughter?
So what? Tons of kids have dark hair and brown eyes or don't look like their parents.
It wouldn't be a big deal if it ended there. But her daughter is also named Ashley, was born on the exact same day at the exact same hospital. And here's the kicker. She's blind, just like the nurse initially thought our Ashley would be.
Are you trying to say something with all of this? Because I'm tired and just want to relax.
Wait, there's more. The woman also had the exact same heart pendant that our Ashley has. The one you said you were going to get the other half for, but then said they stopped manufacturing it. She claimed she lost it at the hospital. Is there something you want to confess, Catherine?
About what?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe about what really happened that day in the hospital. Is there something you did?
You know what? This is ridiculous. I'm tired of your constant accusations. Ashley is our daughter, and you are her father.
Is that so? Do you remember the paternity test you refused to take? Well, I secretly conducted a DNA test using a strand of Ashley's hair and mine. And the result showed that I'm not Ashley's biological father. So either you cheated on me, or you...
I switched the babies, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear? But does it even matter now? Ashley is our child. We raised her, and nothing can change that.
How could you do something like that? How did you even do it?
Marcus, do you remember the moment when the nurse took her baby out for a vision check? I was going outside to calm down, but I accidentally passed by another woman's room who had just given birth. I heard the nurse saying that her daughter was perfectly healthy, and it made me incredibly jealous. Then I overheard the nurse discussing our daughter's test results, revealing that she was blind. That's when I made the decision to switch our disabled child for the healthy one.
Oh my God!
When the nurse took the other woman's baby to bathe her, I followed and wore a nurse's suit that I found in the staff's room. I even managed to steal an employee card. Since I had to wear a mask when entering the infant room, no one recognized me. There was another pregnant woman about to give birth at the time, so all the nurses and doctors were occupied. I took advantage of that moment to switch the name tags of the two babies, and I took home a perfectly healthy Ashley. If I had to do it all over again, I would make the same choice.
Are you out of your mind, Catherine? You took that child away from her real mother? From her rightful family?
Well, life is fair, isn't it? Why did we have to end up with a...
No, don't even go there. We would have loved her, Catherine. We would have embraced her and provided her with all the love and care she needed.
No, I wouldn't have. Because I've already experienced something like this before, and I wasn't going to go through it again.
What do you mean, go through it again?
You see, the reason I never talk about my mom is because she's blind. While other kids were playing outdoors and having fun, I had to stay home and help with household chores. It drove me crazy. As I grew older, the struggle never ended. We barely had enough money for the things I wanted to do, and I couldn't go anywhere because I always had to assist with random tasks. I hated it. So the moment I turned 18, I left home and never looked back. I know what it's like to live with a disabled family member, Marcus. And I wasn't going to go through that again with our daughter.
I can't believe the way you treat your mom. If you didn't want to be with our daughter or love her, I would have. We made a commitment. or so I thought, that every child deserves unconditional love.
Yeah, it all sounds great, Marcus. But you have no idea how difficult it is. Watching your child fall behind in school, unable to participate in sports and struggling to make friends, I couldn't bear that burden.
A burden, Catherine? You have taken this to an extreme level, and I'm not going to let you get away with it.
Marcus, you have no idea what it's like to live with someone who is disabled. The constant struggles, the limitations, the sacrifices. I couldn't bear to see our daughter go through that. So yes, I made the choice to switch the babies. I took matters into my own hands because I didn't want our lives to be burdened by a disabled child.
How could you be so heartless, Catherine? Our daughter deserved better than this. You took away her identity, her true family, and her right to be loved unconditionally. And contrary to what you say, I've been her side and watching the real Ashley for the past month. She is great in school. She's a top player in her chess league. And she has so many friends who love her. And she has most certainly never been a burden.
What? Did you tell the truth to Ashley's biological mother? Why are you doing that? You will destroy this family.
Our family? What family, Catherine? You destroyed our family the moment you made that decision. You betrayed me. You betrayed our daughter. And you betrayed yourself. You let fear guide your actions instead of embracing the challenges that came with parenting.
You had no right to make that decision without my consent. Ashley is our daughter, Marcus.
She's not ours, Catherine. We've kept her from her true family for far too long. It's time to face the consequences of our actions. Ashley deserves to know the truth and to have a chance to build a relationship with her biological mother.
No, this is a joke. Tell me this is only a joke, Marcus.
Catherine, I have made a decision that I believe is necessary for the safety and justice of our daughter. I have reported your actions to the police. You will be investigated for impersonating a medical professional and kidnapping. What you did was not only morally wrong, but also illegal. You manipulated the system, stole another woman's child, and deceived everyone around us. It's time to face the consequences of your actions.
Marcus, you just don't understand. I did what I thought was best for our daughter. I couldn't bear the thought of her living a life filled with limitations and struggles. I wanted her to have every opportunity to thrive and be happy. Just forget everything and we'll be happy like before.
Catherine, I have reached my limit. Not only have you deceived me and jeopardized our daughter's well-being, but you have also shattered the trust and foundation of our marriage. I can no longer continue in this relationship with you. I have made this decision to file for divorce. It is clear to me that our values and principles no longer align. I believe Ashley deserves to grow up in an environment that is built on trust, honesty, and genuine love. Unfortunately, the actions of Catherine could not go unpunished. During the investigation, the truth came to light, and Catherine faced the consequences of her actions. She was held accountable for her crimes and faced legal repercussions. As a result, she was sentenced to 10 years and a huge compensation for Amelia's family. It was a challenging and heartbreaking process for me, but I knew that justice had to be served to ensure the safety and well-being of both Ashleys. Meanwhile, Amelia and I, along with their daughters, found solace in each other's support. We formed a strong bond and decided to continue fostering the friendship between the two Ashleys. We made sure that both girls received the love, care, and opportunities they deserved. Over time, the two families became intertwined, supporting each other through the healing process. The girls thrived in their friendship, growing closer and sharing their unique experiences. They learned from each other, celebrating their differences and embracing their similarities. Amelia and I, driven by compassion and understanding, decided to take the two Ashleys to visit Catherine's mom. We believed that it was important for the girls to understand the complexities of family dynamics and the impact of their actions. With a mix of nerves and anticipation, the families arrived at Catherine's mom's house. As we entered, we were greeted by a frail but kind-hearted woman who had never met her granddaughter Ashley before. The visit was filled with emotions as the two Ashleys discovered a shared connection and learned about our family history. As the years went by, the two families created beautiful memories together, overcoming the challenges that life had thrown their way. The bond between the two Ashleys remained unbreakable, and they continued to support and inspire each other as they journeyed through life.
Hey, Bae, are you available to chat for a bit?
I'm actually still at work. Did you just wake up?
Yeah, I'm feeling really sleepy these days. Pregnancy seems to make me feel tired all the time.
It's nice to sleep as much as you want every day, huh? There's still laundry to do. You'd better get it done.
I am not sleeping in because I want to. I'm pregnant, so that's why I'm sleepy. So why do I have to listen to your sarcastic comments about it? Besides, I thought you said you can take care of yourself and can do your own laundry.
Huh? What did you say? You're sitting at home while I'm out working, and now you want me to do the laundry?
You said you can do it on your own when you proposed to me. You're a liar.
Oh, give me a break. This is a wife's job.
All right, I got it. But there's a sale at the supermarket nearby tomorrow. I heard they have some amazing deals on fresh produce and chicken. You know how much I love a good bargain. So, I was thinking, should we take advantage of the sale and have some delicious fried chicken for dinner tomorrow? You like it, right?
Chicken again? Ugh, I'm so sick of that dish already. Can't you cook something else? Since we got married, it feels like we have chicken for almost every meal. I need you to put in more effort when you cook.
But last time you said it was delicious, right? You always enjoy the fried chicken I make, so I thought you liked them.
Yeah, but you can't keep giving me the same dish all the time. You always use pre-made food to make your life easier, or just keep repeating a few basic dishes.
Alright, what do you want to have for dinner tomorrow then?
Actually, tomorrow, I can't eat dinner with you because I'll be back late.
Oh, really? Busy at work, huh? It's just that I miss those cozy dinners we used to have together.
Yeah, I miss them too. But these days, it's been quite hectic at the office, and I don't have much control over my schedule.
I get it. How about the day after tomorrow then? Are you free?
I can't get back early that day either because I'm busy.
Okay, then I'll keep it in the freezer. We can have fried chicken anytime if we keep it there.
Hey, are you stupid? I already told you I don't like chicken anymore. And we don't need to have it at home. I like the way restaurants make it better.
Yeah, maybe, but it would be nice to spend more quality time together at home. We used to have so much fun chatting and laughing during our meals.
Honestly, I don't really enjoy eating anything at home.
Oh, is my cooking that bad?
I mean, eating with you in itself is just stressful. It's not fun to talk to you, and your reaction to everything is boring.
Am I that boring?
When we got married, I thought your seriousness was good, but it's boring now. You lack a sense of humor.
I do?
Women are usually good listeners and talkers. My female coworkers are all fun and charming, unlike you. It's fun to talk to them.
I see. That's why you come back late these days?
Yeah, I guess that's part of it.
Sorry for making you feel uncomfortable at home. I'll try to improve our relationship, so...
You want to improve our relationship? Really? Improve it how, exactly?
I'll do my best not to bore you. I'll think of plans so both of us can have fun together.
What kind?
Going on an all-day date like we used to. We can have a picnic outside on the weekend, or...
Meh.
Omar, you don't want to?
I don't want to waste a whole day on that. Work has made me tired enough. I just want to rest for the weekend.
Then just from the afternoon till evening.
Where are we going?
Is there somewhere that you want to go, Omar?
Not really. It's a lot of effort to think of somewhere to go on a date.
Then I'll come up with the idea. How about going to your favorite restaurant? We can go to a hotel later as long as you treat me to dinner. Just kidding.
What is that? Ugh, that's so creepy.
Sorry, I meant it as a joke. You told me I need a sense of humor.
It's not funny at all. You're really no good at this. Don't text me anymore. It's irritating.
Sorry.
On second thought, I don't want to go on a date. I can see that it's going to be uncomfortable and we'll just fight.
Right, but could you be a little softer with me? I'm pregnant and I'm very sensitive, you know?
Yeah, I know. But we don't need to spend time together just because we're a married couple. Oh, and don't make plans for the weekend without asking me, okay? It's just annoying.
Okay, it's fine anyway. I've got a sudden business trip for this weekend now.
Oh, really?
I need to go help prepare for a new shop to open next week because they're behind. I leave here on Saturday morning and come back Sunday night.
Great. I'll have a good time on my own, so I can focus on work.
Yep, thanks. I'll see you Sunday evening. Hi, Matthew. It's been a while since we last saw each other. I hope you remember me. I'm Demi, Omar's wife. We met a couple of years ago when Omar and Vera were working together at the Demi department.
Oh, Demi, of course I remember you. How could I forget? It's been too long. I met you when my wife and Omar were working at the Demi department, right?
Yes, it was roughly 2 years ago. Around that time, all the workers got along pretty well. It was great for him to work with her.
After Vera moved to another department, we lost touch with you though. They used to have lots of social events after work back then. I remember going to barbecue and bowling.
Yes, after she moved departments, we sure did lose touch with each other. But only you and I.
Huh? What do you mean?
Omar is still very friendly with Vera, what with them being co-workers still.
Oh, I guess that's good. But I'm a little bit puzzled by how you phrased that.
Yes. Sorry, I did that on purpose.
So, do you have something you want to tell me?
I'd like to ask you a favor. I'll be straightforward with you.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
My husband and your wife are currently having an affair.
What? Are you serious?
Why don't we go interrupt them together? I want to catch them in the act.
Your husband and my wife are having an affair? Is that true? I heard she went on a trip with her friend today, though.
I wish I wasn't, but yes, it's true. One time, he left his phone on the kitchen table when he went to shower, and I saw it getting messages from this woman. I couldn't help but read the messages because he was getting so many messages from her, one after another. And surprisingly, these messages came from Vera. I've hired a private investigator since February, so I already have plenty of evidence, such as photos of them going into a hotel together.
I can't believe this. It's like a nightmare. How long has this been going on?
I understand how shocking and painful it must be for you to hear this. I went through the same emotions when I found out. But I thought you should know the truth. If you'd like, I'll send you some pictures.
If you're that confident, it must be true. Excuse me. I feel nauseous.
Sorry that I told you this so suddenly. I should have told you in advance. But I didn't want to say anything until I had hard evidence. Otherwise, I was afraid you'd think I was just harassing you.
Well, I guess you're right. I would have asked Vera, but this wasn't completely unexpected to me. I felt suspicious about her behavior.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I guess. But is it necessary to catch them in person if you already have a lot of evidence? We should be able to sue them for emotional damage already.
Honestly, it's just for us to vent our anger and frustration. As you say, I don't need to do this for a stronger court case. I just want to really humiliate Omar and make him regret what he did.
I'm sorry to ask you such a private question, but do you hold a grudge against him for something other than the affair? Did he mistreat you or something?
I'm embarrassed to tell you this, but he's been telling me that I'm boring and my personality is too serious. I don't get along with him these days, and I was trying to improve things.
You got into a rut. It's natural for married couples.
I was trying to do different things because it's better if we get along well. I asked him to go on a date with me, but he rejected me and said I was being creepy and desperate. I was so disappointed in him in that moment. It broke my heart.
Are you serious? That must have been hard on you. You tried your best to improve your relationship, though. But I think I understand how you feel a little bit.
You do?
Actually, I was told by Vera that I'm too serious as well. She says the way I speak is too formal and stiff.
I see. But you seem more intelligent than stiff to me.
Thank you. My wife doesn't like that. She insults me every day, telling me I was boring.
You went through Demi as I did. Omar also sees me as beneath him and boring. That's why I want to corner him methodically. I thought this would be flashier and funnier too.
I get it now.
I think I'm a bad person to even ask such a thing of you. I'm not only serious, but insidious as well. I'm amazed at myself. Isn't it crazy to go through all this trouble to catch them?
No, I think I understand.
Sorry, I shouldn't ask you this for the sake of my own revenge. I know what I said, but you don't have to do this.
No, I'll go with you. Either way, I have to confront Vera. Let me help you with your plan.
Thank you, Matthew. It's comforting to know that I'm not facing this alone. Let's take it one step at a time and stay strong together.
Definitely. We'll get through this together.
Omar, isn't it incredibly cruel to kick me out of the house so suddenly like this? Take the chain lock off the door and let me in. We need to talk about all of this.
As if. What were you doing barging in with a camera? What were you thinking, Demi? Why are you even here?
Omar, listen to me. It's my house too, and I have every right to be here. I can come back at any time I please, right?
You invaded my privacy. I demand you delete that footage right now.
Delete it? Sorry, but I can't do that. It's definite evidence that you're having an affair. You've betrayed our trust, and I need to show this to your parents as well.
Stop it. Just stay away from home now, and don't come back until I give you permission.
Why do I have to stay away from home? Maybe you're going to let your affair partner leave while I'm away?
No, that's not what I mean.
Then what did you mean? You can't just kick me out without any explanation. Both of us are involved in this, and it's time we face the consequences together. Matthew is also aware of what's going on.
Matthew? Wait, the guy next to you is Matthew?
Yes, he is. He's Vera's husband, the woman you're having an affair with.
Huh? This is getting more complicated by the second.
You don't even remember him? You've met him several times before, Omar.
I didn't exactly have the time to examine his face closely just now.
Now that both of your partners are here as well, let's sit down and talk about this like adults.
You said you had a business trip, but you lied. How dare you, you sociopath?
The person who is a sociopath is you, not me.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for taking care of my wife. Huh? Oh no. Are you her husband? Yes, it's Matthew. It seems like my wife is in very good hands. You're very handsome and charming, aren't you? No, this is a misunderstanding. How can I misunderstand what I see with my own eyes and hear with my own ears? I could hear your voice from outside. You were saying how much you love her and how boring we are. Were you eavesdropping the whole time? Yes, I could hear you insulting us too. Why did you do all of this? This is far too creepy for you to be just collecting evidence. Well, we've got enough evidence because Demi hired a private investigator. He followed you around for months and took pictures of your secret meetings. Then why are you doing this to us? Because you guys are always telling us that we're boring. So we were just trying to show you how spontaneous we can be. We planned this whole thing together and waited for the perfect moment to surprise you. It's not funny at all. You're the only person who thinks it's not funny. Many people out there in the world would think this situation is hilarious. If I put it on YouTube, a lot of people would be interested, don't you think? This is not a joke. I told you that we're just joking around. We just want to show you our sense of humor. This is a violation of our privacy. You're talking about privacy, even though you destroyed my private life? Do you understand what position you're in? You should be careful what you say to us. We have a good case to sue you for this. We could tell everyone at your work about your affair. Don't do that! Didn't I say you should be careful what you say? Is that an appropriate attitude to ask a favor of someone? Please don't do this. I'm begging you. We're both doing rather well at work. That's what I heard from Vera. You're well liked by your boss and subordinates at the office, right? You're especially popular amongst women for your kindness and honesty, huh? However, you're very cold to your wife at home, but you're pretending with everyone at work. It's for my promotion. You get it as a fellow corporate worker, right? I can get promotions by just being myself. I might be lacking in humor, but I earn more than you. Arrogant words for someone who gets cheated on by his wife. You should really watch what you're saying. Don't make me remind you, you're on very thin ice. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Vera typed it, not me. That's an obvious lie. You need to learn basic common sense before even thinking about a sense of humor, and learn not to steal things from others and to listen to people. Even a child can understand better than you. That's why you haven't been promoted for years. That's not relevant. Demi is very patient and generous. Even after she knew about your affair, she tried to forgive you once. Is that true? Pass the phone to her. I want to talk to her. Oh, it's too late to beg for forgiveness. Your wife has completely abandoned you. You rejected her by saying it was creepy when she was trying to breathe new life into your relationship. So that's what she was trying to do? No, I didn't know those were her intentions. It's you who drove her into a corner so she would do such a thing. First of all, I don't think someone like you has a right to complain to her. You lack a lot of things you need to be a human being. Do you really think you're in a position to complain to her about her lack of humor? Please let me apologize to her. Please. I'm sure we can sort things out somehow.
Hi, Omar. It's me, your wife.
Demi, I'm so sorry for everything I've done to cause you pain and break your heart. Can we please keep this a secret and not let anyone else know?
Hey, can you do me a favor and hand the phone over to Vera instead?
What? Why? Do you want to talk to her? What do you have to say to her?
Because all of the women at your office are such witty and eloquent speakers, right? I bet she is one of them. She must have some amazing stories for why she seduced a married man, right? I want to hear how good she is at spinning tales and playing games, so hand her the phone.
Stop it. Please just listen to me. I love you, and I want to make things right with you.
You can't give her the phone? Then open the door and let me in. Let's have a face-to-face talk. You think she's more attractive and charming than me, right? Well, put some clothes on first, of course.
She's been sobbing on the floor ever since you showed up. She's too scared and ashamed to talk to you.
I see. That's too bad. You guys are really disappointing. You don't have anything interesting or funny to say. You're both very boring and dull.
Yes, I'm bland and boring. It's all my fault. Please give me another chance. Please think of our child.
How dare you use our baby as a bargaining chip? You don't deserve any mercy, Omar. My heart has been shattered by your constant insults, lies, and betrayals. How were things afterwards, Matthew? I saw Vera crying buckets when she went home. She looked like a mess. She had mascara running down her face and her hair was all tangled.
Let her cry. This will be a good lesson for her. She deserves to suffer for what she did. She betrayed me and broke my heart. I packed my belongings and I'll be staying at a hotel for now. Later, I'll take the evidence you gave me to my lawyer and have her sorted out. I want a divorce as soon as possible. I don't want to see her ever again. What about you?
Omar has been quiet as expected. He's pale and shaking in the corner of the room. He hasn't said a word since we got here. He's been avoiding eye contact with me and looking at the floor. It's been peaceful since he won't tell me I'm boring or insult me anymore. He knows he has no right to say anything to me. I'll leave here after I send my belongings to my parents' house. I don't want to stay in this house anymore. It reminds me of too many bad memories. Of all the lies he told me and all the times he hurt me.
Yeah, understandable.
My marriage had been tough, but now I can feel good about ending this relationship. I couldn't have done it without you, Matthew. Thank you for everything. You've been very supportive and helpful.
Likewise, Demi. I felt better after seeing them both panicking. It's strange to say this, but it was a little bit fun. I think I knew deep down that I couldn't live with Vera anymore. She was always lying and cheating on me. If you didn't tell me, though, I think I would have lived my whole life just doing as she told me.
I'm a little relieved after hearing that.
I decided to do this, too. So don't worry about me. I'm glad we did this together. I suppose we both still have a lot of things to do. We'd better start getting busy. We need to sort out our legal matters and move on with our lives.
Yeah, you're right. And it's going to be a better life for both of us than our awful married lives, won't it? We don't have to force ourselves to try to be funny anymore. We don't have to pretend to be someone we're not or please someone who doesn't appreciate us. I'm sure we can be happy without that. We can find someone who appreciates us for who we are. After that, Matthew and I were both able to divorce our cheating spouses. Omar was lonely, so he was thinking of getting married to his affair partner, Vera. But I heard he was chewed out by his enraged parents and told not to embarrass them anymore. They were ashamed of what he did to me, and they didn't approve of Vera. So he decided not to marry her after all. Vera quit the company and disappeared quietly. Of course, we told everyone at their office about the affair, so she probably left because she couldn't handle the pressure. She also lost Matthew's trust and love, so she had no one to support her. I hear that Omar is having a hard time at the office after everyone was gossiping about his affair. He lost his reputation and respect, and he also got demoted. He's miserable and regretful, but it's too late for him to change anything. I moved into my parents' house and started working somewhere new to start life over. Omar called me boring, but I have family and friends who like who I am. They've been very supportive and caring, and they helped me heal from the pain. I'm grateful for the people I have, and I feel that true happiness is an ordinary, mundane life. A life where I can be myself and be loved for it. I won't forget this realization. I'll continue to surround myself with people who like me. I hope I can regain my confidence and like myself a little more. I also hope that someday I'll meet someone who will truly love me and make me happy.